center, number 61, Mike Hill. At tackle, number 70, Ryan Singleton. At guard, number 77, Sam Crouch. And at tackle, number 78, Dustin DeLonga. Co-head coaches for Belleville East are Mark Ambrose and Todd Blumberg. And now introducing the defensive starters, the Moline Maroons.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to High School Sports 2000. And we're at Moline here this evening, I'm Jim Sainsbury, along with Jim Hughes. And Coach, why don't you go ahead and do the starting lineup with the Moline's defense.
Brett Anderson playing defensive back is a junior. Scott Malcolm, number 9, playing defensive back. He's a senior. Is Ryan Mann at number 12. He's playing defensive back. 22, Matt Camella, playing defensive back. Number 33, Dustin Woods, playing middle linebacker for Moline. Number 44, Steve Roberts, playing middle linebacker. And number 73 is second year as a varsity player, junior, playing defensive tackle. Austin Rennick playing nose guard position. Andy Bundy, a junior, number 77, playing defensive tackle. And Nick Zeitler, number 80, defensive end for Moline. And number 84, sophomore, first year, playing for the varsity, Sean Hubenstein, a defensive end.
Well, thank you, Coach, and we're looking forward to this exciting opening night here of the 2000 season at Browning Field here in Moline as the teams get ready to go. And I'll say the prayer to get them going, and then we'll be on our way here. Coach, I'm new to this area, so you're going to have to fill me in a whole bunch here during the evening.
Okay, I'll do the best I can for you.
With that, we'll take a short break, and we'll be back at the start with the kickoff.
They're saving money any way they can, man. They're not dumping that popcorn.
Well, ready to go here for the first kickoff of the year 2000, and we're brought to you by the Quad Cities Sports Connection, your monthly publication for all the Quad Cities area sports, and Internet Revealed, the Quad Cities internet provider. Well, Moline's going to be kicking off the Maroon to the Belleville East team, and we're about ready to go. So let's hang on and see what happens here as Brent Anderson is going to be kicking it off for the first time here in the year 2000. They get ready, he comes, and we're underway. Good kick by the young man, comes down to about the 10-yard line, taken by the 45, and he breaks loose, and let's see what happens here. It's Turian Smith back with a tremendous return, Coach. Pretty good return for opening kickoff.
Yeah, I'd say a pretty good return cook there. It's Matt Camella on a tackle. The senior come back this year after he had a broken ankle last year, so it's kind of nice to see him back here this year.
Absolutely. And want to just mention that Mike McGinnis, the coach of the East team, just had prostate surgery, cancer surgery today, so that was a moment for prayer that we had before the beginning of the game. But we're underway here as under center. Well, immediately, Coach, no gain there on the first play.
Yeah, brought down by Sean Hubenstein, 84, sophomore, so looking pretty good for his first start as a varsity player as a sophomore.
Very quick on that play, and we'll look forward to more of that yet this evening. So it's second down and 10, I guess, no gain in that, maybe second down and 11 it looks like. As this quarterback, Ryan Peters, comes underneath the center. It's handed off to Don Sanford, and he's taken down for maybe a 1-yard gain.
Yep, brought down number 44 with Steve Roberts. Pretty good linebacker. He's really getting stronger this year. Been working hard in the weight room this year for Moline. He wanted to start linebacker for sure. Got a lot of juniors coming up trying to take his spot, but he's going to try and mandate that the rest of the year.
He looks like a tough kid, and you'll have to be that here tonight as the East team looks like a pretty powerful team as we get going, set to go here for Let's see what happens. As Peters fades back, pass away, incomplete, and stop getting nowhere with this great defense.
Yeah, Malcolm over there, number 9, he's used to this here defensive back position, second year as a starter. He broke up the play there for Moline.
So it's 4th down, and they'll be punting away. It looks like it's going to be Ryan Peters, the quarterback, also punting it.
We got deep Matt Carmelo and Andy Malcolm back there.
And we're underway. And he didn't fair catch, and immediately he's taken down, looks like, by the 5 of Darvin Whitley. So they'll be starting back their coach at about, looks like, the 12-yard line, huh?
Yep, 12-yard line. Moline took on that one.
Well, 1st down and 10 for the Moline Maroon as they come onto the field. And they are headed by Jay Molina, the quarterback, and you know a whole lot about this young man.
Yeah, I've had Coach Jay back in middle school days. He's been a varsity player ever since he was a freshman for Moline, so he's done a superb job. Good athlete there for Moline.
First snap of the year for the Moline Maroon, and it's taken by, it looks like, was it Adam Thornton, I think, on that carry?
Yep.
Gets out about 4 yards, it looks like. Yeah, a 4-yard gain for the first carry of the year for Jay McAdams Thornton. And I didn't see who got the tackle there, Coach. I don't know if you caught that or not.
No, I didn't see that myself. My fault. No.
Well, it's early in the year. We'll get this all done as time goes on.
Especially we don't have a whole area. Like these guys from being down the south, they're kind of tough to know those names.
That's for sure. Well, Jay Molina once again comes underneath and pitches it out to Joe Goldstone, and he is going to be taken down for a loss. So quick defense there. It looks like it was the number
32. Tristan Kiefer on a tackle there.
Very quick on that play. It looked like it was developing rather well and then closed in a hurry. So now it is 3rd down and
11.
A bunch.
Yep. 3rd.
Well, what do you think they're going to do here, Coach? Do you think they're going to...
Well, right now we're sitting up here and we're in the splits out there. And there's a rollout. There we go.
Well, it's Molina taking it all the way. He's up to the 20, but he's going to be stopped there short of the 1st down. So the Maroon will have to punt here for the first time in the year 2000. Good run, Coach, but not quite.
Not quite enough. We got to be a little stronger next time. Well, unbroken plays that they kind of hurt you a little bit.
Well, yeah.
We should see a pretty good punt here. I believe Matt Carmelo is going to punt that away. Yeah, 22 is coming in. Kid's got a heck of a foot on him, I'll tell you that.
Well, look forward to seeing this.
Hopefully we'll see a 50-yarder here if possible.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that would be great indeed. So it'll be fun for me to watch this one. Matt Camilla, he booms it out there and didn't quite get all of it that time, but it comes down. No fair. Oh, just missed him as a 45. And this young man looks like he might be dangerous out there as a running back. That's Turian Smith with a return of about 2 yards. So I would give that, what, a 40-yard kick?
Yeah, around 40 yards.
And 2-yard return.
Right.
So second series for the
Belleville East coming up. They're setting I formation here.
And Ryan Peters is going to take the snap. They're down the set. It's hiked, and it's given to, once again, the 30 of Don Sanford, and he gains the ball, looks like 4 yards, Coach.
About down by number 9, Scott Malcolm. You'll see that guy all over the field tonight. I'm sure he's going to have his work cut out. That Belleville East comes in with a strong team. They're known for a lot of quickness and size. They give us a run for their money. We played them 4 years in a row now. This is our 5th game with them.
Oh, great.
And we've had our way 4 years in a row now, but it's going to be tough every year playing these guys. These guys are...
They look big and strong and quick, too. They got some fast kids, and it's given again. Well, Sanford once again stopped immediately for about a 3-yard loss.
The guy who brought him down was Wayne Smith, number 77, Andy Bundy, Andy Bundy.
Andy Bundy got through there in a hurry.
He's a junior. He's been played pretty tough at defensive tackle. He's a big horse. He probably weighs around 275.
So So he's big.
A good-sized boy.
Well, we got 3rd down now and about 8 yards. As once again, a fake and a left-hander. I didn't realize he was lefty. He was complete to Alex Miles, the fullback, but he's short of the 1st down.
He brought down by Steve Roberts, 44, Moline. He's probably shy about, what, 2-3 yards?
It looks like they're going to be about 2 yards short, so they'll have to punt again. And the Moline Maroon will get it back here for the 2nd time in the year 2000. Hope you're all enjoying the football game that we're presenting here. Family Ties Production on AT&T Cable Channel 73. I'm Jim Sainsbury along with Coach Jim Hughes. As it's kind of a line driver down to about the 12-yard line.
Scott Malcolm carrying. He's probably dropped around the 32-yard, 33-yard line.
So a good return by Scott Malcolm up to the 32, and that's where the Maroon will take over here for their 2nd series of the evening.
It looks like we got to start putting some things together here for Moline. They got, I think they're going to see this Belleville East team here come up here to Moline to play us this time.
Well, it's a beautiful evening for football, kind of a nice breeze. As once again, Jay Molina comes underneath center. And let's see what happened there. It is given off to Jay McAdams Thornton, and he's up to the 50, or close to it, Coach. Great run by that young man. Jay McAdams Thornton.
Yeah.
He's a really super run there.
He's a 2nd-year starter for Moline's varsity.
So a 16-yard gain there on that, and they're in good shape, almost up to midfield here. And the Maroon is trying to prove something, I take it, this game.
There you go. They're in wishbone formation. They're breaking out into ace formation right now.
As there's a flag,
Looks
first
like we got
flag
all,
of the
I think we got
evening.
an all sides on Belleville East. I think 82's all sides possible.
It might be. I think he did line up outside yesterday. The refs talking to him. And it's just a learning experience for them. Early in the season, they're going to make some of those little mistakes.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of turnovers in the first game. Usually it's where you got to see where your mistakes are at and hopefully correct them out the 2nd week coming up.
Well, that'll make it 1st and 5 for the Maroon, as once again.
Out in ace formation here. 2nd man through.
Ooh, and he's not going to get anywhere. That is Jay McAdams Thornton, and he made absolute. In fact, he might have lost. Well, I guess he might have lost a yard on that.
Brought down a host of Belleville East players. 82, 73, and I believe a 32 on the tackle for Belleville East.
About half the team.
Half the team, yeah. Got to get a little bit more stronger block on that side for Moline. It's a little weak there on that play.
Well, 2nd down and 6 now for the Moline Maroon. And let's see what they can do here. He goes back to pass. Molina, he's tossed it. It's down and incomplete. It was thrown to
Jay McAdams Thornton.
Jay McAdams Thornton.
Number 24 is an incomplete pass on that. Well, it was a beautiful pass from Molina, just a little shy short, but incomplete pass.
Just a tad bit too short. Got a little bit too much loft on it, I think, and that probably got hung up. And not a good play. I think that's one they can watch for a little bit later on. I think that might be open again.
The blocking looked pretty good up front. Jay had a little time to set up a little bit on that, but I was pretty impressed on the offensive line on that part. That was nice pass protection on that part, Moline.
Well, let's see here what they have up their sleeve now with 3rd and 6.
Now we're split out in twins.
And he passes it over to, good completion.
82.
82 of
David Ryan.
David Ryan. So David Ryan with his first completion of the year 2000, and a good one indeed. And that gives the Maroon a 1st down. Good play, Coach. It
Nice
developed
play.
real quickly, and it was right there.
Quick and out and down the line for a good, 6-yard gain for that 1st down.
So the Maroon is moving here as they're down to the 40-yard line and moving rather quickly as we're at the 5:46 mark here in the 1st quarter.
We're set out here in ace formation. Thornton in motion.
And it's given to Thornton, and he's going to be hit immediately and probably lose a yard. So that play now, Coach, has been tried twice.
Yes.
I don't think it's working.
Well, I believe on that left side of the line, we got that new sophomore playing defensive tackle, 79, Ben Amison. His first time out, but he's got to beef it up a little bit. He's playing an upperclassman. He's got to really step it up.
It's a different experience once you go from freshman or sophomore or junior varsity up to the varsity. It's a whole different program.
Whole new ball game.
And I can certainly remember that. So
he'll do a fine job. As long as he keeps working on it, he'll do a fine job for Moline.
Well, let's see what happens here as it's 2nd and 11. And given to, it looks like Thornton. Well, it's given off to the 34.
Put down by
Larry Turner into the game, and I didn't even see that happen. So Larry Turner with about a 2-yard gain on that one. And that'll bring it to 3rd down and about 7, I think it's going to be. Or make that 8. So what do you think they got up their sleeve now here, Coach?
Well, I think we'll see a rollout pass on this play here with a double split out.
As he just he was a 3-step drop, and it went absolutely nowhere.
That was like a broken play up.
Yeah, it sure did.
Up front lineman didn't hold the blocks long enough to contain for a setup on the backside pass. But broken play with a loss there, so maybe I bet we'll end up putting the ball away this time.
So Jay Molina gets upset there, and it will bring up a 4th down.
There's a punt unit coming in right now.
Because that would be about a 58-yard kick, it looks like. So that's a little bit out of the range, I'm sure, of any high schooler. So let's see what happens here if we can pin him way back. Oh, and that could be roughing the kicker. Yes, indeed, it's going to be.
42.
As it goes into the end zone, the 42 from the East team, Mike Wagner, ran into
Matt Camilla, 22.
Matt Camilla, and that should be roughing the kicker, I think, Coach. Or what do you think, they'll be running or roughing?
Oh, I would definitely say we'll get the ball back on that for roughing the kicker. He came into the kick.
And he's calling a first
Well, he
down.
actually coming for the block, but it's kind of one of those motions flying into the guy. It's kind of hard to control yourself in midair.
It is. It is really hard to control yourself. And yes, indeed, it is roughing the kicker. So it's going to be a first down for the Moline Maroons. So a good break there here, and this could make all the difference.
24-yard line for Moline. So let's see what we can do here with that turnover. They can cash in on those turnovers. That's what helps out.
Absolutely, you certainly have to. And early in the season, it's always good to get a break like that to give you the confidence to punch it in. Let's see what happens here. Molina once again under center.
In an East formation here. Thornton in motion.
And it's going to go to, well, let's see what happened. It's Jay Molina, and he's going to score the first touchdown of the year 2000. Jay Molina with a 24-yard run here in the first quarter. Jay Molina, Coach, beautiful run.
Beautiful run. And Jay Molina coming in there. He loves that quarterback trap, and they got plays set up for him. As he's, I believe he's got a lot of yards rushing as a quarterback for Moline the last 3 years. Superb athlete. One guy works hard.
It was really a great run indeed as they get ready for the extra point now. And that's going to be put up by Brent Anderson, a sophomore.
No, Brent Anderson, he's a junior. He's the backup quarterback for Jay Molina. He's the place kicker for Moline. Nice kick.
It is, and nice kick.
Kicks up.
And it's good. And the Moline Maroon go up 7-zip. As we get set to go for the kickoff here from Brent Anderson. He taken at about the 20 by Turian Smith, it looks like. He's up to about the 37-yard line.
Number 52 on the break takedown was Tom Bowen, the starting center for Moline. He's on the kickoff team.
So Ryan Peters, once again, will have to now try to march his team down. Here with time running out in the first corner, we're at the 3:22 mark. He comes underneath center, looks around a little bit, and waits for the snap. It's handed off Boy, this kid, I tell you, he gets through the line of her. Alex Miles, coach, and he's a hard runner.
Yes, yeah, we gotta have some up front with our front TNT guys, our tackles and those. We need some pressure up there in front. We got the secondary bringing this gentleman down, number 9 again on that tackle, Scott Malcolm. Like I say, you're going to be seeing him a lot tonight. Our linebackers got to step up a little bit here.
That hole opened up. I think I could even ran through there.
I think we both could have on that one.
So 2nd down and 1 to go here.
Set an I formation for Belleville East.
And it's given once again to and he is brought down. Coach, I didn't see who even got him.
You think brought down by number 77, Andy Bundy.
Andy Bundy is a pretty
junior,
good size.
Defensive tackle.
So we're looking at now 1st down for the Belleville East team as they come up to the line. And they are split out wide, the ends. Let's see what it looks like, maybe a passing formation. And of course they tied him up and immediately brought down the 30 of Don Sanford as he's taken out immediately by 73. And that is Wayne DeSmith. So
Dustin Woods on that help too on that tackle from the linebacker.
So no gain on that at all, and a great tackle by the young men of the Maroons. Well, now 2nd down and 9, and let's see what happens here. They like to split their ends out wide.
Yep, set an I formation. Moline set in a 4-3 defense.
And this one's going to be a pass from the lefty, and he really guns it out, and I think there was just some slippage down here, and that's a no call. That's a good call by the officials as Rodney Pelly fell down on the play. So it now will be 3rd down and 9 for the Belleville East team. And I tell you, after that first series, the Maroons have really stiffened up.
Yeah, they got to keep it strong here. It's 3rd down, 9 yards to go. See what they come out here. They come out. Belleville East got an I formation, setting a 5-2 defense.
Goes back and it's going to be given to the 30 once again. He's a big kid, I tell you, and strong as can be. I'll tell you, good run. 1st down. Don Sanford, good size running back. He broke through the line and broke about 3-4 tackles. Coach,
the guy
got to watch for him tonight.
Yeah, the guy like that size, you got to bring him down by his legs. He's too big up front. When he hits you low, he's going to knock you over. You got to take him down low. These angles and wrap. And these guys had 3 guys bounce off him. And like I said again, there you go see Scott Malcolm, number 9, took him out of play around the 25-yard line. So
he might be so big that maybe they don't want to even get in front of him. I don't know. I'd hate to face him. He's awful good size. I wish we had size of the young man, and we'll maybe try to get that a little bit later on. Given it to Sanford, and he's tackled immediately
by Justin Woods, number 33. He was on a blitz call up the middle. The gentleman right there, that fullback, right at the knees, and that's how you got to bring these guys down. When they got big backs like that, I'm betting those backs are probably averaging around 220, 225. With that kind of speed, you're going to have to take him down low.
Get him on the ankles, and that's exactly where he got him and stopped him right in his tracks. So that's no gain, 2nd down and 10.
Maybe a drop back pass.
Miles, and it's a short pass and almost intercepted by Scott Malcolm, but it's an incomplete pass. So it'll be 3rd down now and 10 for the Belleville East team, and they're starting to struggle just a little bit as they get down here towards the red zone. So they've drove down again once before, and then they stalled, and let's see what happens here before we call it too quick. They're at the 26-yard line. It's 3rd down and 10.
10 to go. We got to split out to the left there with an I formation, the backfield for Belleville East. Moline setting in a 5-2 defense.
Miles fades back.
Roll out to the left.
And overshoots. Alex, or overshoots, I didn't even catch the number there, Coach.
I believe that number was number 16.
Number 16.
Yep.
Which is Rodney Pelly. And so that'll be 4th down and 10 for the East team. And what would you do in this situation, Coach?
Oh, well, if I had a good field goal kicker, and I know you can boot, let's see, that'd be a 36-yard field goal. 7 on that, 40.
We had a flag on that one.
We had a good foot, a 42-foot field goal. But
we had a major flag on that one. So
there you go.
10-yard, we didn't. It must have been
Well, I'd go for it in this situation since now we're down
I think
third
so.
and
third and inches. So we didn't catch what it was for that penalty, but let's see.
I didn't
Third
see
and
no flag
inches.
on that one.
What do you think? Quarterback sneak on this one? Don't take any
no,
chances.
I bet he goes his halfback.
He's going to go to the number 6,
he
Sanford.
did.
Sanford breaks open. He's down to the 5, the 4. Looks like the 1 yard line. So good run once again by Alex Miles. And he's down to the 1. First and goal inside the 1 yard line, Coach Bow.
Well, I was going to tell you the defense is going to have to really stiff it up here. I'm telling you, we really need some upfront pressure. The defensive ends and tackles are getting trapped inside, and the guy's bouncing off the outside, off the tackle on the left side, and he's getting all kinds of yards on that place. Luckily, we get the speed in the backfield, but they can't keep us up all night.
That's right. Well, let's see what happens here as it's hikes given to the 30, and it's touchdown by Don Sanford, the big fullback for Belleville East. So that'll bring it to within 1 point here.
Yep.
With only 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yep, we have a game. Belleville come to play Moline.
Apparently this is turning into quite the rivalry then, huh?
Well, it's always a close game every time we play Belleville East. They have a lot of players that go to Division I schools, so they're known for some good athletes.
Certainly.
At the end of the year, they always end up in the playoffs. They start off, last 4 years they've started off with a loss to us, but they've always end up state playoff contenders and do real well. So,
well, it's wide to the left, so score is 7-6 with 30 seconds to go, and we'll take a short break and be back with you. Okay, as we get ready for the kickoff by the Belleville East team, and it's kicked by the 35, and we don't have a...
Matt Carmelo on the receive.
He's up to the 30, he breaks open to the 40, to the 50, the 40, the 35, the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown!
Matt Carmelo, touchdown.
Touchdown, Matt Camilla. What a run by this young man, Coach.
Yeah, Matt Camilla is also, he was qualified second in the state for hurlers in the state of Illinois, for the second fastest time in the state of Illinois on low hurdles. So the guy does have some wheels.
Unbelievable run. I thought he was going to be brought down at about the 35. He made a nice stop and cut and broke back to the right, and he was gone. Super run by Matt Camillo here immediately after the kickoff.
Nice comeback for Moline. Just what they needed to get this team pumped back up.
So that's going to get the kids really energized here, and boy, that's got to really be disheartening for the East team as they started to come on strong, and all of a sudden Camelo, zoom, and he's gone.
Brent Anderson for the kick. He's up and he's good.
And the
Nice
kick is good, and we're now at 14-6 with the Moline Maroons. And with that, we'll take another short break. We're with Family Ties Productions. Hey, glad you're with us. Okay, getting ready for the next kickoff here by Brent Anderson as he tees it up. And let's see how far he can kick this one deep. And kind of a liner. Hits and taken at about the 10-yard line. I thought his knee was down, but it's the 45 as he breaks out to the left. And
apparently referee didn't see what we saw, but
apparently
he brought it up to the 25, number 45.
Brett Coverdell for the East team. So yeah, it looked like his knee was down, but maybe they had a better view than we do from up here. Well, 1st and 10 for the East team, as now they are down by 8 points here in the first quarter. Got 6.7 seconds left here. The first quarter will be over. As well, it was a good fake. I didn't even see it. Was given to, it looks like number 6 of Alex Miles, the fullback once again, and he gains about 2 yards, and that's it for the first quarter.
Yep.
The Moline Maroons lead it 14-6 over the Belleville East team, and we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. Well, as we get set to go here in the second quarter, and now the Lancers, Belleville East, come up. Let's see what they can do here. 1st and 10. And, oh, it was a fake, and it's given off to the 30 once again, and he's the big bruiser for the East team, Don Sanford, and he moves it up about, 6 yards, it looked like, Coach.
Yep.
2nd and 4.
And he brought down by Wayne DeSmit, number 73. But it's too many yards for Moline Maroons to give him like that. They keep pounding on you with that big halfback they got, number 30. He's a horse.
He very much is a horse, and he's quick. I mean, he's beyond being a powerful back. He's got good speed. So 2nd down and 4 here for the Belleville East Lancers.
He runs pretty low. He's a low runner.
And apparently somebody moved before the ball was leg is down, and let's see what this one is. We wait for the official call. Let's see. Nope, offside. Or check that. A motion by the East team, the Lancers. So that'll move them back 5 yards. That'll make it
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 here. So starting to move, and all of a sudden now they go backwards. That's going to hurt them.
Moline got a little bit of a break there. So.
Well, Ryan Peters brings it up underneath center. He's got a long ways to go here. Let's see what happens. He fakes, moves to the left, looks for the 6. Oh, almost intercepted by Ryan Mann. Yep. And boy, good play by him, as probably an ill-advised pass. Coach, there were 2 defensive backs right there, and he tried to split them, and that was pretty close.
Yeah. Number 12, Ryan Mann. He's back, joined back on the team this year. Shut out a year. The guy is known for his very good quickness. He's, I believe, he's also a wrestler too. And he wanted to go for football and use his quickness.
It comes down to the 40, and it's taken by
Macamella, number 22.
Macamella, and he's up to the Lancers' 45-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 45 for the Moline Maroons. And let's see what happens here. Well, great position after that punt. And about a 15-yard, I guess, return. It looks like they're at the 40 to the 45. So good run by Macamella again. So let's see what happens here.
Let's see where this here will pay off now. Second quarter time. Time to turn the heat up now for Moline's. Should have the butterflies going and everything. They know what to expect now. So let's see what they can do here.
Well, Molina comes up underneath center. And he gives it off. Well, check that. He keeps it, and he's going to gain about, maybe 3 yards. Give him 3 yards on that
3
one.
yards on the play. Get a fake up there to fullback to David Benson. Fake the fullback, David Benson, and then keep it on the left side of the line.
One thing I'm going to have to get used to is watching where the ball is from up here. It's kind of it's a different view for me, so I'm used to watching it on TV, and now we're doing it. So, well, I hope you're having fun here watching this game.
I agree. I enjoy this. It's the first time I've ever done this, so hopefully I'm not too incorrect about everything. But,
we're glad to have you with us here, Coach. I'd have been totally lost without you, as once again it's given off to
Joe Goldstone, number 30. He's a, believe it or not, he's a sophomore. He started playing varsity football as a freshman, so he's matured. He's a very mature athlete. I tell you, as a sophomore, he's a Class A kid.
He certainly looks like it. And in a school this size, for a sophomore to be playing varsity says a whole bunch.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens here. It is 3rd down and 1. Molina gives it
Benson,
off. And it looks like he certainly got the first down on that one, Coach. He moves inside of the 35 down to about the 33. So 1st and 10 for the Moline Maroons here in the second quarter, and they're marching once again.
Yep. Ball sitting there on about the 34-yard line. So first down, I believe we'll see. You might see a little bit of a rollout play action on the left on the run. I'd assume take advantage of that open wide field.
Well, we'll take some guesses here as the game goes on. It'll be kind of fun. Coach says they're going to roll out to the left. Well, let's see what happens. It's pitch 2. There he goes. Exactly the right call.
J. McAdams Thornton.
J. McAdams Thornton once again down.
That formation you just seen was the ace formation that we use a lot to get the back in action play to offset the linebacker. Sometimes we use the guy in the motion also helps us the option up. So it's McGuire's comes out of the wishbone into an ace formation to show different formations of the defense, so they're not always used to the same setup.
Well, that was a 4-yard run, so it's 2nd and 6 here for the Maroons as they're
Now this is a pro right set right here.
a pro right set, and Molina fades back for the pass. He guns it down to the 83.
Brandon Hayden. Oh, excuse me. That'd be,
David Smith is complete, and they're down to the 16-yard line. So great pass by Molina to David Smith, number 83. First down and 10 from the, well, inside the 16, almost the 15-yard line.
15-yard line, yep.
And once again, the Maroons are marching down on the East Lancer team. And they're looking pretty sharp here, Coach, for the first game of the year.
Yeah, I'm really impressed because the turnovers are not that high so far, and that's very impressive. McGuire does not like turnovers, I'll guarantee you that.
I can imagine that. And a quick pass to the 83, and he's down to David Smith once again, down to the 4-yard line.
And 86, Brian Manicky, a junior, has done an exceptional job. We have a lot of juniors filling in a lot of varsity positions this year because we lost a lot of starters last year, and the juniors this year, when they were sophomores, they were 8-1 for their season last year. So we have a lot of good returning sophomores coming to play juniors this year for Moline, or have exceptional athletes on that team. And 86 right there showed you Brian Manicky.
Well, it makes it a lot of help when you got experienced players. Molina takes the snap, giving off again to Jay McAdams Sorton. He's in for a goal. So another score here by the Moline Maroons in the second quarter at the 7:41 mark, and they lead now 20-6 over the Belleville East Lancer team. So wow, Coach, they're really putting on a show here.
Yeah, that's like I said, they're going to have to turn the heat up in the second quarter, and I'm sure McGuire let them know that because he don't like that game close. He wants to keep a little bit of a cushion in there.
Well, Brent Anderson gets ready to kick the extra point. And the holder is Jay Molina. He puts the ball down, it's up,
nice,
and good.
Nice kick.
So
from
now
Brent
it's
Anderson
21-6 as Brent Anderson kicks the extra point. And we'll be back for the next kickoff. It's set to go. Brent Anderson kicking it off. And he squibbles it down. It's going to be picked up at about the 20-yard line by the number 6 of Alex Miles once again. So the big fullback also on the kickoff team. He brings it back to about the 32-yard line, and that's where they'll start 1st and 10 for the Belleville East Lancer team. And they got a long way to go to catch up now. Coach, are down by 15 points.
7 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock. That's a lot of time in high school football. Anything can happen, you know that.
That's for sure.
And
well, the left-hander Ryan Peters comes up under center once again. Oh, well, wait a minute. Still is Ryan Peters, and he's going to give it to the big guy, Don Sanford, the running back, and he's brought down. Well,
number
let's
40,
see.
Jonathan. Number 40, Jonathan Reedy Jump, and Wayne DeSmith, number 73.
For no gain. So I'll tell you what. Not only are they looking strong on offense, also the Maroons are looking strong on defense. So they got a good team
they
here.
stepped it up. You can tell the level of intensity has stepped up since the first time they got scored on. So
second down and actually a yard loss on that play. So 2nd down and 11. This should be a pass play. And of course it fools me up right away. As once again the big guy Don Sanford, running back, gets the ball, and he's taken down after about a 2-yard gain.
Wayne DeSmith, number 73, was on the tackle there with help with number 45, I believe that's Coverdale. Yeah, Brent Coverdale.
So the whole team is working as a unit here so far for the defense for the Maroons, as the East team has been pretty much stopped after that first score that they got, and now it's 3rd down and 9, a long way to go for the Maroons to get that first down. As Ryan Peters takes the ball back, he fades back, he comes out to the left, ball is thrown and incomplete as it's given to Rodney Pelly tried for it and just a little bit overthrown, so that'll make it 4th down, and they'll have to kick once again.
We had a lot of upfront pressure that time, so that's what we've been needing. Number 77 and number 33, Dustin Woods, put a lot of pressure on the quarterback when he rolled out.
I've been noticing, Coach, they get to the outside in a hurry, and it's not just one guy, it's like a whole pack of them.
That's a whole pack.
And that's great coaching.
Yeah, do a lot of good defensive back coaching.
So it's hike to the number 21 as he kicks it off. And it looks like it could be a fair catch here, so they'll start from Mike Cook, the punter. And it's down to at
around the 16-yard line.
About the 16-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 16.
Is that the gentleman supposed to work with you?
I don't think so. Well, let's see what happens here as we get 1st and 10 for the Moline Maroons from about the 16-yard line. And down in this area, you got to be kind of cautious.
Yes. You want to turn it over here, not when it's at the in the Moline side of the field here. There we go.
Well, Molina comes up under center once again. Down at the 16-yard, it's hike. It's given off immediately.
Joe Goldstone.
Joe Goldstone, and he gets up to about, well, looks like the 21-yard line. So a good run by him, about a 5-yard run.
Yep.
So it should make it a second, well, make it 2nd down and 4 as it was a 6-yard run.
That's a nice carry. That's a good way to wind the clock down as you want to try to take it in at halftime with another score on the board and wind the clock down. That's
absolutely
a little good strategy there.
No mistakes down in this area of the field, and that would allow the Lancers a quick score if they did something other than be very cautious down in this area. So let's see what happens here on 2nd down and 4. And 1st down.
Jay McAdams Thornton, number 24, on the second man through on the carry. Gives Moline on 1st down.
He has really impressed me too. He keeps those legs pumping the whole time that he's running, and that's always a good sign of a good runner.
He's a pretty good all-around athlete. He plays football and he also plays basketball. So
can't wait to see him as well.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
So let's see what happens here. 1st down for the Moline Maroons. As the clock is at the 5-minute part, inside 5 minutes here.
A pitch out.
A pitch out.
Jay McAdams Thornton's on the carry.
And he fumbles, but it's cut. Well, and it's going to be picked up by the 45. Kurian Smith by the East team, and that's exactly, Coach, what we didn't want to see.
Yep, we did not want to see that. Like I say, anybody's game and this much time, anything can happen. But just like we talked about a couple minutes ago, about the turnover.
And that turns the whole momentum around. If they score here, then we got ourselves a ball game. So let's see what happens here.
We'll see if the defense can hold up on their end now. See how tough we are down here with inside. We on the ball in the 16.
About at the 16-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Belleville East Lancers, with Ryan Peters bringing him up to center. And they're at the 16, so 16 short yards to go here for a score. He pitches.
Pitch out.
And a mistake made by. Well, right back
by
to
Wayne Smith. We got the ball right back on a similar type play. They had a pitch out going to the right side of the field. Exact same play we ran at them, and they brought back to us and gave the ball back to us.
Unbelievable. As Ryan Peters pitched it out, looked like Alex Miles, and it hit him right in the back of the back. And he fumbled it. Well, apparently a little bit of a mix-up between the two, and that's something they'll have to work on during practice next week, right. I'm sure.
I'm sure that the offense is very happy about that turnover from Moline and getting that ball back after the turnover that we had.
For sure. Well, let's see what happens here now as they get a reprieve from that fumble as Molina comes up under center.
It's that wishbone formation Moline has.
And
pitch out again to Jay McAdams Thornton. Here he comes outside.
And he's going to get about pretty close to a 5-yard gain on that one. gain of 8. Yes, it is. So it goes to show how good my eyesight is here,
Yeah.
Coach. Well, good run against by that young man.
Belleville East Lancers, to get outside them, we're going to be really super quick. They got a lot of good, strong defensive backs, very quick. And number 45 for Belleville East, I believe his name here.
Well, Jay Molina comes up under center, and he'll give it off immediately to, it looks like
number 34, Larry Turner.
Larry Turner.
Another
with a
sophomore.
Good hard run. First down once again for the Moline Maroons.
Yep.
As it looks.
Number 34 in the carry, that was Larry Turner. He's also a sophomore.
Mike
I've seen
Wagner.
some varsity time last year during the midseason of the varsity.
Mike Wagner with the tackle, the number 42. He goes off to the
25.
sideline for a breather. And so it's first down and 10 with under 4 minutes here in the first half of the first game of the year 2000. Here at Browning Field, and let's see what happens.
Got Wishbone with a split left split in, left side.
Well, almost got, well, I think the pitch was wrong, but he still has it. And it is Tim McGaw in the 25 with the carry, and he's taken down after about a 3-yard gain, it looks like. So a little mix-up, but no harm, no foul, I guess.
And I'll tell you, it's a good thing the ball ended up in someone's hand, because I'll tell you, it looked like two of the backs didn't know which way it was going which way, so.
The old slippery pineapple move, I think that was. And that's been bumbling around a little bit here.
Jelly bean bouncing around back there.
So, are they going to be conservative here, Coach, you think, for the last
definitely.
3 minutes?
Yeah, I guarantee he'll stay on the ground.
But once again, given off
to Larry Turner.
And Larry's going to get about a 3-yard run up to about the 30 or the 46-yard line. And that should be about 3rd down and 2 yards from the 45. I thought he made it up to the 46, but he's up to the 45. So they'll be rather conservative here, try to get that first down to keep it out of the hands of the East team. And what do you think they're going to call here, Coach?
Oh, I look for it to be off tackle on the left side.
On the left side, that seems what their strength is. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
and they're going to fool us with a big old pass. Molina passes it downfield. It's
nice.
Caught.
Caught by Joe Goldstone, number 30.
Unbelievable catch.
There's it goes to show you about number 30. He was a freshman when he started varsity. I'm telling you, a Class A player, as I said before. This is a guy who'll give you 100% in practice as well as the games every single time.
Unbelievable. I mean, the pros can't catch it any better than that. Joel Goldstone with an unbelievable catch here in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line for the Maroons. Wow.
And we're sitting here with a minute 52.
Molina comes out to the right. Whoa, and
no!
And it's going to be recovered by the East team, so another mistake by the Maroons here, Coach, and just a little bit too quick. They're just in too big a hurry, I think, to get a touchdown there. As it was certainly opened up, he had a truck lane open, and he would have been gone. Tough break for the Maroons.
It's been, if you think about the last couple of plays on that pitch, it's been a little shaky, but I know the coaches, he'll keep running until they got consistently down. He'll take that chance. He'll puts a lot of trust in those guys.
Well, let's see what happens here now as the East has one more chance to get it in. 1:44 to go. And Ryan Peters once again underneath center. He's going to fade back. You know it's going to be a pass. He's looking downfield. He gets it off to
there you go.
Don Sanford, and flag comes down. He makes about an 8-yard gain. But there is a flag on the field here, Coach. And
I have a feeling.
I was trying to look for a preliminary call, and I don't see it.
It might be a possible holding.
So possible holding call as they get together in a big huddle and they're trying to figure out what this is. You always kind of wonder what's going on inside. Everybody could get a ball to get. Well, what was that?
Against Moline.
Against Moline. It looks like a holding call.
Pass interference possible.
or interference call, I guess it is now. And I'm sure, well, let's see, would that be first down from the 40 then where the flag is, or did they march that one off? Well, they're marching backwards, so apparently the Moline team does know that they're going to take 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Is that what they're going to do? Well, they're still discussing it down there, and we're as confused as well up here. For me, that wouldn't be nothing new, but for the coach, that would be something unusual. Once again, glad to have Jim Hughes with us here this evening as a color analyst, and I think I'd have been pretty lost without him up here. Well, now they got it kind of sort of figured out.
From the line of
pass interference.
Pass it from the line of scrimmage, so it'll be a 15-yard penalty on that.
15 yards, so that will bring it down in about the 46-yard line. It's going to be put down.
And the ball sitting there about the 46 on the Lancer side.
So another mistake by the Maroon here late in the first half, and it could prove to be costly, so let's see what happens here. As Ryan Peters comes underneath center once again, looks over the defense, and it's a quick drop out to
number 14.
Rob Perlika. Perlika, I think it is.
Yep, he no gain on that.
But a no gain.
He's trying to get out of bounds on that, but he didn't get out of bounds, but the Lancers had to end up taking a timeout anyway, so.
I don't quite understand that call, though, that play that was really not going downfield, and that one I don't understand so much, but apparently they saw something that works real well for them during practice, so they tried it here, but it didn't get anywhere against this tough defense.
Yeah, anytime I feel that you pass any to the wide side of the field, when you know you have guys split out on you, that throwing a lateral pass like that and the time that it gets there allows defense to possible interception. So that's a chance that he took on that one, and it didn't pay off for him.
Well, we're going to take a timeout here as we do have time on the field. Well, as we get set to go here once again back from the timeout, as Ryan Peters fades back, and it's going to be completed to Don Sanford, the big fullback, and he'll come out to about the 50-yard line as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, and he's limping, coach, so apparently a little injury on the big back.
He got hit from the up front guys, and he broke the tackles, and then Ryan Mann, number 12, hit him out about on the 50. But he's going to stay in, he's going to shake it off. He's going to give it his best shot. He's still limping.
He is still limping. So let's see what happens here, if that's going to affect his running at all. He's trying to shake it off, and he's down in the three-point stance. The ball hike goes back. A long, deep pass down to Pelion, broken up.
Broken up by number 12, Ryan Mann.
Wow.
Quick again. There's the speed from that little guy, Ryan Mann.
Great defensive stop by Ryan Mann as he got up there to push the ball out of the hands of Pelly, as Pelly was wide open there for a moment. So that makes it 4th and 7, and the East team, I think, is going to punt, or maybe they're just going to, yes, indeed, they are going to punt as they go back into punt formation with Mike Cook, the punter.
Deep we have back from Moline is number 9, Scott Malcolm, and number 22, Matt Camella.
And it looks like a pretty good punt here as it comes down to inside the 15, down to the 5, or down to the 10, about the 7-yard line. So good punt by that young man. Mike Cook, the 21, the punter for the East team, and that's where the Maroons will take over.
A good defensive spot for the Lancers, but Moline's got their work cut out.
49 seconds
49
left.
seconds, so half.
And I think I'd probably just sit on the ball.
Yeah. I'd take some conservative plays and let that clock run.
And I'm sure that Coach Dan McGuire will do the same thing as his 10th season here at the Moline Maroons. As they come on out to the field. So let's see what happens here. I'm pretty sure they're just going to probably kneel it down, or maybe a real safe running play and try to end this first half with a good lead, 21-6 right now. And well, they're trying. Oh, there's a fumble. And
Lancers
exactly what we didn't want to see. And let's see, we don't even know who has. It looks like the East team may have recovered.
Yep, Lancers picked the ball up. Number 5.
And it is unbelievable. I cannot believe that one. Well, it is high school football, so that's one thing that early in the season and the hands probably don't have as good a grip as they're going to have a little bit later on.
This here type of first game shows you what you really got to work on right now. And I'll tell you right now, Goldstone got the ball popped out. And it looks like we want to work a little bit more on our ball carrier. I'm sure that's going through coach's mind.
But a great time for the Belleville East team to make a quick score here at the end of the half. So let's see what happens here. Is given out to Thornton. He's down to about the 7-yard line. So another good run. Dan Stanford, he took off that ankle or thigh or whatever injury he had. Another strong run by him. He is a strong running back.
It seemed like he got pretty healthy quick there.
Second down, let's see.
Sitting on the
about
5-yard line.
Down to about inside the 5, about the 4. So about 4 more yards to go as we got another timeout here, and we'll take a quick break.
I don't know if they got any more timeouts or not, so I got to think they're going to throw here.
Well, let's see what happens here. As a consensus up here is they might pass the ball, so let's see what happens.
Got tight for me. We
and pitch out. Pitch out to Thornton, and he's down to the 5, the 4, the 3. He's in. Touchdown. Belleville East Lancers. Don Sanford with the carry.
At number 30, again, that's their go-to man. Just gotta tell you, the ankle got healed quick.
It really did. It's no pain at all now because he scored that touchdown. But he's a tough runner. I tell you, I'm very impressed with Sanford here. So touchdown after the mistake by the Maroons, and that tightens it up now 21-12 in favor of the Moline Maroons.
Yeah.
And do you think, Coach, they'll go after 2 or they're going to go
for 2? They'll go for 2 to bring it in, and the 14 will be within 1 touchdown.
So Ryan Peters underneath center as they come out. He fades out to the left. It's a pass, and it's going to be completed. 236.
Number 36.
Of Mark Cloper, it looks like. So now the Maroons only lead it by 7 here, as the mistake has been very costly.
Yeah, like I say, those turnovers, that'll cost you every time. You take advantage of a turnover and cash in a touchdown, you better start shaping those turnovers over and start cashing in on those carries.
Well, again, I guess it just proves that when you're down close to or inside the opponent's area, you just got to hang on to the ball, and if you don't, this is what can happen. But it's a good lesson, and it's still, of course, a non-conference game, so it's not going to affect them that much. And but I'm sure they'll learn. They're still leading it, by the way, so we can't forget that as well. Well, the Lancers pull it to within 7 here late in the first half as they get out onto the field ready for the kickoff. And we'd like to thank the Quad City Sports Connection, the area's monthly news magazine. They got it all, and they're great writers in that magazine, along with Internet Revealed, the Quad City's internet provider. Well, we're getting ready to go with the kickoff. As the 35, Kyle, well, boy, Coach, can you pronounce that name? We'd be in good luck.
Oh boy, that's a toughie there.
Bushnek, I think it is, and let's see, taken by
Macamella, 22.
Macamella, and he's going to bring it up to about the 28, 29-yard line. So, 18 seconds to go, and I got to believe that they're really just going to sit on it this time. No mistakes here with only 18 seconds left in the first half.
That ball. No, Moline's going to take over at 29 there. So we'll see what we do. I'm sure he's going to down the ball on this, take a knee on this one.
I think so too. 18 seconds left. You just can't take a chance.
I would definitely do this at this point. Regroup at halftime, come back out, and get focused on what we were here for.
Well, let's see with their formation. Well, kind of an amazing formation. I thought they'd all been tightly packed in. Looks like there
was a ace formation.
Going to give it to Dave Benson, and he'll take it in. That should be enough to end the first half. We're down to 6 seconds, and that'll do it for the first half here at Browning Stadium with the Moline Maroons leading it over. Well, I guess it was a timeout called. And so we'll take a short break. Well, let's see what happens here as was the Maroons that took it. They're going to try the old Hail Mary pass here, Coach. The ball's up in the air, it comes down, and it's going to be incomplete. And that'll end it here for the first half for here at Browning Stadium with the Moline Maroons leading at 21-14 over Belleville East Lancers.
I'm waiting to see.
Well, before we get going for the kickoff of the second half, we have the stats. Moline has 11 first downs, and Belleville East has 6.
24 carries for 109 yards for Moline, 18 carries for Belleville for 69 yards.
And Moline has 62 yards passing and only 20 yards for Belleville. Total of 171 yards for Moline and 89 for Belleville.
See on the statistics on the sacks, they're 4 for 6 with no yards on passing and 4 for 10.
Well, we're underway here for the second half, Coach, so let's see what happens here as it's brought back by.
Got a flag on the play there.
A flag down at about, well, let's see where the flag is. Matt Carmelo with the run back, but there is a flag down, so let's see what happens here. And it is against
Moline.
the Maroons, so it's going to march them back to get up to the 40-yard line, and let's see what happens here.
25.
And still walking. And down to about the 25, just outside of the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line here for the Maroons in the second half. Well, you think they got rid of the fumble? I think the coach got on him just a little bit. McGuire got on him just a little bit about the fumbles in the first half.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I would guarantee if they better hold on to that ball the second half, and I might not want to see practice on Monday.
I bet they won't. So let's see what Jay Molina will do here on the first snap out of the second half as he comes underneath center. As the ends are split out to the left, he looks over the defense. And it's going to be a run. He's up to the 40 and 42-yard line. So great run.
Jay Molina brought down by number 7 for Lancers.
And that's Rod Lake, senior. And so good tackle by him. But Jay Molina with the 1st and 10, about a 17-yard run. And that doesn't hurt the stats at all.
No, that doesn't increase it up for them, for that Moline team. Jay Moline, he's a very aggressive runner, a quarterback. Take it right to you.
Well, he's just definitely a good athlete. As he once again we get set to go here for 1st and 10 for the Maroons. And this time, whoa, a broken play. Molina is going to be taken down for a loss of about 2 yards. As he was looking for, well, let's see, who was he looking for? It looked like Larry Turner. It might have been. Possibly forgot his assignment. And so it'll be 2nd down and 11 yards here for the Maroons. So what happened there, Coach?
I think we got a little miscommunication on our plays there. Apparently that play was supposed to designed to go left, and we took to the right. Paul Carey went in the right place at on the handoff time. Like I say, first games you're going to have a lot of mistakes. This is where you got to deal. That's where you need to find out where you got to do some fine tuning.
And that's how the kids learn as well. And Molina goes back for a pass. He fires downfield, and is it trapped or is it caught? I think it's trapped, incomplete.
That was passes to Brian Manicky, number 86.
So a good try by Brian Manicky, but couldn't quite get the hands underneath it enough to bring it in. So it'll be a 3rd and 11 for the Maroons as Molina goes over the sideline to wait for the play. Being brought in by David Smith, number 83. So let's see what happens here. I think this, again, might be a little bit conservative, but they're outside of the 40-yard line, so it should be a pass play. Molina goes back, looks downfield, oh, and he's pressured, and it's going to be, incomplete. Far
To Joe
downfield.
Goldstone.
Joe Goldstone just a little bit too high, so that brings up 4th down. The first punt of the second half for the Moline Maroons. Well, the East team held there the first series here, Coach, after a great run there by Molina to start it off, and then they got stalled. So let's see what happens here. And the punt is away.
Nice punt, beautiful punt. Beautiful
it
punt.
Bounces inside the 10, down to the 5, the 3. It's going to be downed inside the 5-yard line.
Nice.
By the 82, and that is David Ryan. So a great punt. Unbelievable.
Boy.
I bet there's a lot of colleges looking after that young man.
50, almost a 55-yard punt.
Unbelievable.
Matt Camella. I told you, he can give you, on a good night, consistently a good 50-yard punt. The guy's got a foot. And his backup along with him is John Chomp, number 40. 2 excellent punters on this team.
So Matt Camella, I think there might be some Division I teams looking at this young man before it's all said and done. As Ryan Peters comes underneath center, he gives off to the 30 of Don Sanford. They're going to stop him right there for no gain. So
number 77 and 73, Wayne DeSmit on the tackles there for Moline.
It's a good tackle, good gang tackle by the Moline Maroons, and 2nd and 10 with no gain, and they stopped a pretty big running back in Don Stanford. So 2nd down and 10 for the Belleville East Lancers. As Ryan Peters comes up underneath center, he fades back, and it was indeed given off immediately to Alex Miles, it looks like. And again, stop for very, very little gain.
Yeah, number 73 too on that one, with Wayne DeSmit on that stop.
So another tackle by the junior, and having himself a pretty good evening.
Well, this will be his second year as a varsity player, so it's kind of staying in there for him.
So 3rd and 10 for the Lancers as they come up to the ball, and he breaks it free, and he's up to
15. How about the 15-yard line?
Looks like about the 15-yard line, but it's going to be a 1st down for the Lancers. So again,
brought down by Brand Anderson, number 7.
Don Sanford breaks free for a 10-yard or 11-yard gain here, and he's a good runner.
Oh, he's tough.
And then sometimes no matter what the defense does, great runners seem to find the holes to break loose. So let's see what happens here. 1st down. Ryan Peters, there's a fumble, and it is picked up by the Lancers. And I didn't catch the number. We'll try to get that for you as he gets up off of the pile. It looks like the
number 32 on the
32.
Number 30 on the Lancer had the ball for Belleville. Went to Don Stanford on a fumble, but he picked up the fumble.
So it is 2nd down and 12 for the Lancers now as Peters takes the snap. He pitches it back to Stanford. He fumbles. He picks it up, and he's going to make it up to about the 18-yard line. So
he's got consistency fumbles there, but gaining yards on each carry.
Gaining yards up to the 18-yard line. That was a scary one for that young man. So I'm sure the coach is going to be working on those hands a little bit, I think, after this game, as I think that might have been his 3rd fumble of the evening.
That pitching the ball out to both sides is causing a lot of turnovers for both sides of the offense for Lancers and Moline.
So 3rd down and 6 here as Peters comes up under the ball. He passes out, and it's Pelly. Oh, once again. It goes to Rodney Pelly, but can't haul it in. Apparently he must be the go-to guy, but so far he has 0 catches. So
number 12, that Ryan Mann, he's sticking to him. Number 16, like for Belleville, he has the height advantage on number 12, but Ryan Mann, he's staying right with him, turning at the correct time for those incomplete passes. So
kind of like instant glue on your skin, is about the way he is on him. I tell you, just can't get away from him. So that brings up 4th down, and they will have to be forced to punt. And it's on its way, coming down to the 9 with a good fake, and that is
caught by Scott Malcolm, number 9. About a return, about 4-yard return.
About a 4-yard return for Scott Malcolm. So good return, good hands by Scott Malcolm.
Also a good punt on Lancer's part. Come out about a good, almost a 40-yard punt. About a 35, 40-yard punt. So to get him out of their end zone.
But they still are inside the 50, so
right.
Good starting here for the Moline Maroon. And let's see what happens here in their second possession of the second half. As I thought we had time out there for a second as Maroons weren't out there on the field. Now they quickly come out. Molina goes underneath center, and they're going to have to hurry, or they could be called for a delay of game. But I think they'll get us an off as we might get ourselves
defensive offside, I believe.
Defensive offside, as it looks like the 72 jumped offside.
The nose man for Belleville.
And that's Blaine Barth who jumps offside.
Yep, number 72.
So Blaine Barth, just Molina had that hard count and he got him to jump. So 1st and 5 now for the Maroons. As once again to get the play, they come underneath center. And what would you go? I think I'd probably go downfield. I'd go for the gusto right here.
Open them up.
Of course, that's probably why I'm up here. And they're
yeah, right.
So Molina takes the hike and he gives it off.
Nice game.
Well, let's see.
Good 10-yard run.
Yeah, good.
For Joe Goldstone.
Joe Goldstone once again. So another 1st down for the Maroons here in the second half, and marching once again. And I think they're a little mad about that late first half score by the East team, and they want to make up for it here real quick. So let's see what Molina does as he looks over the defense. And it's handed immediately.
Carried by Dave Benson, number 43, a fullback, junior from Moline.
5'11", 190-pound junior. And with his first carry, I think, of the evening.
Yeah, he's a very good, consistent carrier. I mean, he'll hold on that ball both hands as tight as he can. He knows what happens in a fumble situation, but good, strong junior.
Very strong. Well, David Ryan comes in, and where does he split out? Comes to the inside, so Molina comes underneath center. A little bit different formation, and
pitch out to Joe Goldstone.
And Goldstone down to about the 22-yard line. Close to a 1st down. Let's see what. Well, apparently not a 1st down. Maybe a yard short or inches short here.
But number 45 from the Lancers come up and put a pop.
Yes, he
Joe
did. A good hit, as a matter of fact, and that is Turian Smith, who's been in that. Kind of around the ball all night long on that defense. So a good player there as well. Well, it's now 3rd and 1.
I think on that hit, I kind of think that play shook up Joe Goldstone on that last hit from that number 45. Like I say, that's a good defensive hit on Belleville East part.
So let's see if gives it off to Goldstone for try to get that 1st down, and it's going to be Molina keeping it and breaking out, and he's down to inside the 20-yard line, down about the 18. So good fake by Molina, keeping the ball, marching down to the 18-yard line.
You notice he keeps his feet moving. He was actually dragging number 82 from Chris Cordy.
Jay Molina is 5'11", 185, so he's not really that big a player, but awfully strong.
Very strong.
So we got a first down and 10 here for the Maroons on about the 13-yard line. It's a pretty tight formation, and it's given off. Well, it's a end around by
Timmy Magoo. Number 25 at Timmy Magoo, another junior halfback.
So a good run by that young man as he gets down to about the 9-yard line. So a 9-yard gain.
Set inside the about the 4-yard line, isn't it?
Timmy Magoo, and a good run by him. Inside the 5-yard line. I thought it was inside, just inside.
Yeah,
the
he's
10,
sitting on about the 4.
As Moline gives off to
Joe Goldstone.
Oh, Goldstein is going to be
hit for a loss.
So they saw that one coming. Maybe went to the old bank once too many times, and that one was kind of picked off there. But still, they're inside the 10-yard line, and let's see what happens on this now. 2nd and long, or 3rd and long it should be.
Where do they put the ball on this? Is it out there? It's on the 5. It's on the 5.
Yeah, by the 5-yard line.
Only a 3-yard loss, so that's not quite as bad as it could have been. So
1-yard loss.
They got good options here. They can try for the first down or try to punch it in. Let's see what happens.
I look for a rollout pass.
So let's see if the coach here is correct indeed.
Oh,
and
came
it's
back
to Goldstone, and he's down to about the 1-yard
he's close.
line,
He's close.
Like. But I think he got himself a first down, and that's all that matters. 4 more trips now. First down and goal for the Moline Maroons.
Yeah, they got 4 more chances to put it in there now to get this game opened up more.
And looking over the crowd, a great crowd here tonight for the opening game of the season here for the Moline Maroons. And maybe the camera doesn't see it, but let's see what Molina does here. It's going to be a quarterback sneak and touchdown for the Maroons. So that kind of was anticipated. Strong legs on that young man. He just took it in.
Let the quarterback take it right on in there. Good job with the offensive line of Moline.
So they increased their lead again, 27-14.
Jay Molina.
Jay Molina with a touchdown. As Brent Anderson with that extremely strong leg comes out to attempt the extra point. Molina will take the snap. He takes a good placement and looks like it's good. Indeed it is. So 28-14 now, and the Moline Maroons have kind of a reprieve for that end of the first half that they had to fumble there, and they back up to 14.
Took over 6 minutes off the clock, which is a good time to eat the clock up too for the 3rd quarter.
Well, a great drive by the Moline Maroons, and ending with a scoring here. So let's see what happens here, as now the Belleville East team is a little bit under the gun, and time is running out, and it goes rather quickly here in high school football. But I tell you, this team is big. I'm impressed by the size of the East team.
Yes.
And sometimes maybe it's the uniforms, but I think these kids are big on this team.
Oh, yeah. Belleville East is always big. A lot of strong athletes. Like I said, they made a little weak at the beginning of this first game, but boy, they come on strong during the whole season, and state playoff contenders, and they have a lot of boys go to Division I schools. So you can see that just the size on the field here tonight.
Very big for high school. I'm very much impressed. But let's see what happens here as Brent Anderson kicks off, and it's underway.
Oh.
And it's fumbled by. And he's going to be collected at about, well, looks like the 21 or the 22-yard line as far as I can see here, Coach. Yeah. So a pretty good run. Shaky at the beginning, but he came back pretty strong. And I think that was Don Sanford with the carry, the 30 again, the big bruising running back. So 1st and 10 for the Belleville East Lancers. as Ryan Peters comes up under center. He'll take the snap, and it's handed off immediately and stopped immediately for no gain. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 as Don Sanford. I think they're keying in on him now, and they're not going to let him get any breather at all.
84, Sean Hubenstein, and Wayne DeSmit, 73, host of defense tacklers for Moline on that stop.
A big gain tackle by the Moline Maroons. So now 2nd down and 10 as Ryan Peters once again got his hands full. I think he's just wondering, where can I get the ball to on a pass play? Hasn't had much success. Let's see what happens here. And it's a pitch out to Sanford, and he comes around and makes it up to about the 30-yard line. So a pretty good gain, about a 4-yard gain for Don Sanford. But a good tackle. Well, Don Sanford once again shaken up at the 30. So while we, the young man, we get this taken care of, we'll take a short break and be back with you. Well, Don Sanford gets back up off of the ground, taken to the sidelines, limping quite a bit. So we'll have to see if he'll be back into the game anymore this evening. As under pressure is Ryan Peters, and
nice catch,
intercepted.
Number 22 on Carmella. Nice catch.
So just kind of lofted it up there, Coach, and boy, that wasn't the place to throw it, I don't think.
I don't know if that would have been a pass interference on Carmella or not. More like offensive interference. But I think it's going to be against Moline.
Pass interference against Carmella. So tough break there. Well, the crowd doesn't like it, but maybe he did push off a little bit.
But it actually looked like more like an offensive.
Officials saw.
But Lancer did have the inside position on that one, so anytime you see that type of call, it's going to go to the more guy inside.
And I think they have to in high school sports. I mean, it's just something you have to do. If it's a close call, give it to the offense.
But it was a nice interception on that.
Right, absolutely. Sure it was. And you'll have more, I think, this year. He's a pretty good player. So it's 1st and 10 from the 45 for the Belleville East Lancers. And another break here for them. So maybe they'll give them what they need to take it in. As again, Ryan Peters comes up underneath center. Ball's high, he gives it off to, fumble. And this time it is collected by the Maroons.
44, Coverdale. No, excuse me, Steve Roberts, 44.
Steve Roberts, the linebacker for the Moline Maroons. So another mistake by the Lancers. And that's something the coaches have to work on again after this game, is just way too many turnovers.
Right on the 50.
So let's see what happens here as the Maroons are getting a little pep talk before they go out onto the field. I think they'll come up immediately under center and get this one off. Jay Molina once again comes up under center, and let's see what happens. That ball's hike. He's off to the right. He fades and he runs. A keeper up to about the 40, down to about the 45, I should say, for about a 3-yard pickup. And no, that wasn't an explosion. It was just a chair dropping up here. So 2nd and 6 for the Maroons here, as we have 1:20 left in the 3rd quarter. So time's going by faster in the 3rd quarter. As
this gets a little bit more action here. 3rd quarter is a lot more action going on now.
So single back set as he comes up to the line, and Molina once again keeps it, and it's going to be close to a 1st down. He's inside the 40-yard line. I'm not sure if he quite got it or not.
About a yard to go. He's sitting on the 40.
But still a very good run. And let's see what happens here. As Chris Cordy, the 82, was in motion there on that play, and I think that was enough to get the defense watching him, and they weren't paying attention to
pulling that defensive back out position on the follow.
So 3rd down and 2. I guess he is 2 yards away. Oh boy, I see the spot. I thought he was inside of the 40. I guess he's outside of it just barely. So 2 yards, and he hands it off to, well, whoever it is.
Moline on the carry.
Moline on the carry. 1st down for the Maroons. So great. I tell you, that faked me out because I thought the fullback got it. And Mr. Molina once again with a good run. Now down inside the 30-yard line. Just barely inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, as once again the Maroons are marching here in the end of the third quarter. And I don't know if they're going to get this play off or not, but we only have 9 more ticks on the clock. They're going to have to hurry if they're going to get this one done or not. And let's see. And they're not. They're just going to walk away from the ball. So that's going to end the third quarter with the Moline Maroons leading at 28-14 over Belleville East here at Browning Stadium. As we get set to go for the final quarter here at Browning Stadium, with the Moline Maroons leading it 28 to whoops, and jumping just a little bit quick was
David Smith, I believe 83.
It was Luke Bonham, wasn't it?
Yeah, 83, the right end for Moline, jumped all sides.
Luke Bonham. So just a little bit quick. Well, we're starting to see some new players in there right now, so the coach feeling pretty good and giving them some experience as well. Of course, he's going to probably have a little bit of a talking to there for jumping offside. And the coach doesn't look exactly happy as he comes off the sideline and asks, "What were you thinking of?" So I remember those words well when I was in high school, I'm telling you. So let's see what happens here. As Molina takes a hike and he hands off.
Joe Goldstone.
Down to about
the 18.
About the 18-yard line. So a great run by Joe Goldstone. Yep. And I tell you, he's impressive for, he's a junior, isn't that? Am I correct on that?
No, he's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
Yep.
So just think 2 more years for this young man. It's only the first game of this year. And he's going to be something special by the time he's a senior. So 1st down and 10 for the Maroons, marching once again. And if they get a touchdown here, it might be Katie by the door, I guess.
Can you see there?
So let's see what Jay Molina does here as he comes underneath center. He takes a hike, he fakes, he goes back, it's a pass, and it's going to go out to incomplete.
Try to make
as I think the East team had that one pretty much covered as well.
He's trying to pass to Joe Goldstone, number 30.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 10 here.
Just a little bit too wide on the pass on that rollout.
Pretty good play, just a little bit wide of where he wanted it to be, but I'm still impressed by Jay Molina's arm. Pretty good, strong arm. A lot of speed on that ball when he throws it, and that's very important. So let's see what happens here. 2nd down and 10 for the Maroons as they try to punch it in once again. And another broken play. Marina comes out to the right-hand side, and he's going to be creamed by a host of Lancers at about the 20-yard line. So it looks like a 2-yard loss here. Another broken play. Everybody went left, and Jay Molina was thinking right.
I think he got a little bit of clothesline on that hit.
Yes, he did. He's a little upset on that one. He's asking his guys, "Hey, guys, we want to go the right way instead of the wrong way, and you leave me out here to get creamed by about 5 of their biggest guys." So, well, it's now 3rd down and 8 as they still got a good chance here to get the 1st down here as they've proven in the past they can pick up a lot of yards in a heartbeat. So let's see what Jay Molina and the rest of the team does here. He fades back again. It's going to be a pass. He fades out to the left, and it's a pitch pass down to, and I didn't catch the number, Coach.
34, Larry Turner on a wide out there.
Larry Turner, but he's going to be short of a 1st down by about 4 yards. And out comes Brent Anderson to attempt
field goal here.
A field goal, and it's going to be in the neighborhood of about 30 yards, do you think, Coach?
Let's see, where he placed the ball at is on a...
Looks like, well, just outside of the 20, so about a 31-yard try here. And he certainly got the leg
15,
for
20.
it, so this should be kind of fun to watch.
About 31-yard field goal.
So Moline waits for the snap. The ball's down. The ball's
Nice
up.
kick.
Here.
It's
What
up.
a beautiful kick.
It's good.
And it is good. Wow, am I impressed? That
Nice
could have
kick.
been a 50-yarder with no problem at all. He certainly is.
Nice boot.
I think we'll have to call him Thunderfoot because that was certainly a great kick there. Wow.
Well, that'll
Very
give McGuire
impressive.
a lot of confidence in tight situations for field goals in future
Unbelievable.
games.
Brent Anderson with a 31-yarder, and again, it could have been 50, no problem whatsoever. So now the Maroons go up 31-14 with 10:13 left in the fourth quarter. And if the Lancers have any chance at all, I think they're going to have to put it up in the air.
They're going to have to turn the heat on, and I agree with that. Have to put it in the air to save some time on the clock.
Well, let's see once again. They haven't had much luck on their passing game, and might as well try it now because being down as far as they are by 2 touchdowns plus 3, it's going to be a long road with only a little amount of time, 10:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. As Brent Anderson tees it up, and we should get underway here for the kickoff. Back deep is, well, let's see,
45.
45, and that's going to be Brett Coverdell as he takes it. Oh, as he hit
Oh, a nice hit by Larry Turner.
Oh, wow. You
Wow.
could hear it up here, Coach. That was that's as good as it gets.
That was exciting for me to see that one. That
Yeah,
boy,
right.
he is strong. He's a strong sophomore. He actually is a speed demon in that backfield. But
Hit
he's
right
not-
at the 20, and I'm telling you, you could hear the old pads cracking all the way up here in the booth, and that was a great hit there.
Nice
So,
hit.
well, they got 80 yards to go, and time is running down. If they're going to have any chance of taking this game, they're going to have to make some real quick scores here in this fourth quarter. Ryan Peters still the quarterback. And again, they go to the running game, and I'm kind of surprised at that, as Don Sanford is stuffed right at the line for no
Wayne
gain.
Smith, 73 on that tackle.
So I'm a little surprised maybe their team is.
Sean Hubenstein, a defensive end, a sophomore, stepping up a little bit in that fourth quarter here.
Well, they seem to be in pretty good shape at it. I don't see a lot of the kids with their heads down indicating
No.
that they're breathing hard, so they're pretty excited. Let's see what happens here. Ryan Peters once again has got a long ways to go, 80 yards to go for a score to get his team back into this game. The ball is high. He's looking this time, and he flashes it out, and no good, and oh my goodness. The 34 of Ryan Mesh has really hit hard, Coach.
And number 20, Thomas Irving. He was
Yeah.
there for the stop there, but like you say, the pass was incomplete. But we did have a defensive back there, so that Thomas Irving has a great vertical jump. He's a short guy, but his vertical jump will take care of his ability as a defensive back.
Well, he also can hit you, it
Super
looks like,
speed.
too, as
Oh.
well. So let's see what he is. 3rd down and 10 for the Lancers as time is running out. A pass again. It's up in the air. It's deep, and this one could be intercepted. Nobody's going to get it. And so that'll bring up 4th and 10. And they'll have to certainly punt it away as deep as they are in enemy territory, I guess you could call it. So the Maroons hold the Lancers. They'll have to punt it away. And this bodes well for the Moline Maroons. Back here to receive the punt is Matt
Number 22,
Carmella, and who else back there?
Scott Malcolm.
Scott Malcolm. So let's see what happens
Both
here.
seniors this year.
The punt is away.
Nice punt.
Nice punt. Beautiful punt. It's going to be taken by Carmella. He's up to the 45, to the 50, down to the 45, to the 40, and inside the 40-yard line. Great run back.
Very
Matt
nice
Carmella.
return.
Oh, beautiful return.
Nice run.
22-yard return.
I think we're going to see a lot of big runs this year from Matt Carmella. With his, he's a strong legs, quick. He had to set out last year. We had a maroon and white scrimmage game last year, and he broke I believe it was his ankle, and it put him out for the entire season as a junior. So he has a lot to look forward this year, staying healthy and strong. So
I'll tell you, a super punt. That was over a 50-yard punt, by the way, too. So that young man's got a good foot on the Lancer team as well. Well, let's see what Jay Molina can do here as he comes up to the line, and he'll hand it off immediately.
David Benson.
David Benson, number 43, and he's tackled immediately.
By 53 and 36 of the Lancers.
And they are, let's see here very quickly, Kyle Montgomery, the 53.
And Mark Toppler.
Mark Toppler. So quick stop by them, 2nd and 8. As I think right now the Maroons are probably going to keep it on the ground and hang on to the ball.
Try to run some clock off.
As they're in a single set backfield, Molina comes up to the line, and now in motion goes Jay McAdams Thornton, but whistle blows. Coach, did you see what that was?
Yeah, I believe it's on defense, number 58, a defensive tackle.
And that is Neil Gink, it looks like. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but he looks like he jumped offside, and so now it'll be first or 2nd and 4 here. As they come up to the ball once again. So 4 yards to go, keep it on the ground, hang on to the ball, and they'll have themselves a win here this evening as they're giving off once again.
Jay McAdams Thornton.
So Jay McAdams Thornton, once again, another good run, and he's going to move it down to a 1st down. So that's exactly what we want here, and exactly what the Lancers don't want.
We got
another injury down on the field. With that, we'll take a short break. We'll be back with you for the rest of the 4th quarter. Well, the young man is okay. He walks off the field, so we're underway once again.
That's a good thing to
see what
say.
happens here. Jay Molina looks over to defense. Thornton goes into motion, and he's going to get the pitch. He's out to the left side, and he's breaking down. It could have a 1st down.
Actually running over his own runner.
Yes, he did. Inside the 15, it looks like, but I think he did get that 1st down. As he's good size. I didn't realize how good size he was.
Yeah, I believe he's roughly around 6'3". It's a good strong. Oh boy. Roughly 205, not 215.
That's big enough. That was our lineman size back when I was in school, so let's see what happens here. Can they punch it in? If they do, this one probably is all over. And I'm sure they're going to try to, because the more points they can get on the board, the better they're going to feel, and the better their season probably will be. Quick snap. Goes off to, and
Joe Goldstein, number 30.
Joe Goldstein once again, and he's down inside the 10, down close to the 5-yard line. So go run by Joe Goldstein.
Right, that's what I said.
I think
Goldstone.
I did.
He might have.
I'm being corrected up here, folks, so if I'm saying the names wrong, you can blame it on me. I'd like to thank all the people up here as well for helping us out with the stats and everything else, and putting up with my mistakes of misnaming the players. So we'll get that right as the season goes on, I'm sure. Well, Jay Molina once again comes up underneath center. And Goldstone again, but he's going to be stopped immediately, but still inside the 5-yard line. Close down there now. I think he's inside the 5. Coach, can you see from here? Maybe your eyesight's a little better than mine.
I'd say he's right.
Maybe right on the 5.
Actually, yeah, he's between, right inside the 5. Very.
About 3rd down and a foot as David Smith comes in with the play. Let's see what happens. Do you think it could be a little rollout pass?
I look for him to go off tackle on the left side.
Different formation, and I'll have to ask the coach after this play is over. And it's going to be Goldstone, and he's in for the score. So Joe Goldstone with a 5-yard run, and another score for the Maroon, 37-14. And what kind of formation was that? That was very unusual. Wishbone. So I guess it was from different angle, and I didn't see it.
2 lead blockers. off tackle with the halfback carrying, so he had a lot of good blocking up front.
So Brent Anderson will attempt the extra point. And I hope I don't offend anybody by calling him Thunderfoot, because I tell you, he's really got one. I'm very impressed
nice
by the
job.
way he can kick. Ball snap, it's up in the air, and it is good.
It's good.
So now 38-14, time running out at the 5:56 mark. And the Moline Maroons are really running away. We'll take a short break and be back with the kickoff. As Brent Anderson gets ready to...
No, we got a new kicker in there, number 88.
Oh, we got a new kicker in there.
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson's going to be kicking it off. And receiving it back there at about the 5-yard line is Turian Smith, but kind of a short kick. It's picked up by, guess who?
Fumble.
Oh, the fumble, and it's going to be picked up by, looks like, the Moline Maroons. Unbelievable. Very untimely fumble by Don Sanford, number 30, and picked up by, I didn't catch the number, who that young man was that got the fumble. Coach, did you?
Oh, it was a whole stare. It was in front of the sidelines of Moline side, so kind of hard to see who it was, actually, to be honest with you.
Well, take a number and pin it on somebody, so take the credit. Well, one of the Maroon.
We'll give it to the kickoff team. How's that?
There you go. One of the Maroons picked it up indeed, and the break probably broke the back now of the Lancers here, and you can kind of see it in their posture now as their heads are hanging down. They're kind of like, well, this game is over.
Got a new quarterback coming in, Brent Anderson.
And he stopped immediately. So Brent Anderson not only has the old foot, but he also quarterback as well, as they're giving Jay Molina a well-deserved break here in the fourth quarter with the game pretty much out of hand. Hey, hope you're enjoying it here, watching the first high school game of the year 2000. We'd also like to thank Quad City Sports Connection and Internet Revealed, our sponsors here this evening, as Brent Anderson brings them up to the line once again. And I think there's probably a mass of substitutions now. We didn't catch all the names. Maybe we'll try to get them before this night is over. Ball's height given off to
Larry Turner, number 34.
Larry Turner, and Larry Turner
goes off tackle on the left side for about maybe a possible 4-yard gain.
About a 4-yard gain, it looks like, yes indeed. Up to about the 40-yard line, so that'll make it 3rd and about 7. So probably get a little bit ragged now as they're making mass substitutions here late in the game. But still, most of the starters are in the game as I'm looking down at my starting sheet, and they haven't substituted a whole lot here, so apparently the coaches are thinking this game's not out of hand yet. So Brent Anderson takes the hike, and he gives it off to
Larry Turner.
Larry Turner once again.
Up the middle. He's changed a few gentlemen on the line. He's changed the right guard and right tackle as well. He moved, and also the left side. He's changed guard and tackles.
Well, nothing like gaining experience,
right.
And if you can do it early in the season, that's going to bode well come late in the season when you may need some of these youngsters that don't get a lot of playing time, and to get it now could be very beneficial in one of those tight games when one of the starters might get injured. So, good decision on the part of Coach Don McGuire, and we got ourselves a timeout. And with that, we'll take a break. We are Family Ties Productions. As we are back once again from our break, as again Brent Anderson takes the hike, gives it off to guess who?
Joe Goldstone, number 30.
Goldstone down inside the 18-yard line. Another first down for the Moline Maroons as the time is winding down with 3:43 left. And
what's nice to see is that the replacements coming in, marching the ball still in their first team defense. So it looks like Belleville East is just a little worn out now.
I think they are. It's been a pretty tough game. I think the turnovers got to them. They had some breaks where they could have punched it in, and then when they immediately turned it over and back to Moline, kind of just took it out of them. And so let's see what happens here, as now Brent Anderson working with the second unit, but still marching. They're in the wishbone again, giving off
to J. McAdams Thornton.
And he is going to be gang tackled at about the 18, huh?
I say within him out there. That's 16 yards. He had a forward gain, and the host of them brought him back.
So down to about the 16-yard line. Kind of tough from this position to
Right.
tell where exactly we are, but I guess we can learn that as time goes on. As Andy is at
Andy Spreet
comes off the field for a breather, and he's done a good job all evening long.
No way. Kevin.
Giving off to, looks like Goldstone once again.
Yeah,
Am I
Joe,
correct in that? And
yeah, Joe Goldstone.
And he didn't gain anything on that one.
A little bit of a loss on that one.
Well, it's it's kind of a good sign to see that the Lancers haven't completely given up. Sometimes when this happens, when they're down by this much, they kind of give up completely and don't do anything. But they're still fighting hard, and that's going to be a good thing for them for their season down the road here. And they go from a tough conference, if I understand, down there in the St. Louis area.
No, we have a 35 and not really listed on the roster. So apparently.
Interesting. Ooh. Well, I guess that's all I could say as I was saying it all. And everybody up here kind of all together said ooh as
Quiz, who's that?
we have no idea. It was number 24.
Brandon Engel.
Brandon Engel.
Oh, he's number
with the
34?
carry.
35.
Brandon Engel with the carry, and he was stopped immediately. He is a sophomore. So his first play of the 2000 season ended up with him being hammered. He splits out to the left side as once again it's given off
Pitch out to Jay McAdams.
And he's, well, not much gain there as well. I'll tell you, the defense is really stiffened up. Of course, it is our second string in there, but they haven't given up. And
no,
what we mentioned before, that's a good thing for these young men. It's going to help them out later in the season. And the Lancers are from the South 7 Conference down by the St. Louis area. And that's some pretty big high schools down in that area.
6A school. It's a pretty good sized division. And you see a lot of athletes going to a lot of big college areas.
So it was turned over on downs, Coach, I guess. I didn't even catch that. Ooh, we got a late arrival coming into the game. And that is, well, we don't have a number on that young man either. The 42 from our Moline squad, but I don't have a name on him as well.
42.
So they're in a hurry-up offense now as Peters brings him up to the line. They're not going to waste any time. It'll be another pass. He fades back. He looks. It's going to come to Pelly and overthrown. So now 2nd down and 10 with only 44 ticks of the clock left here for the first game of the year 2000. And certainly going to be a good win for the Moline Maroons here this evening. As Ryan Peters brings him up to the line, and in desperation, he probably, well, a short pass to the 6 of Alex Miles, and he breaks it out a little bit. He's up to about the 32-yard line. So good run, still way short of a first down. About 2 yards to go for a first down here as we're winding it down, Coach, for the first game.
Yep.
And it's been a pretty good one.
Yeah, yes. Well, he stepped up, definitely stepped up during the second half. And like I said, I told you at halftime, I know that McGuire came a little bit unglued. I'm sure that when he was talking, he meant business now. So time to step up and show what we were all here for, what we worked all the 2 days practices for. And this is what you want to, for your rewards is to be on top. So it's paying off tonight. Absolutely.
And again, Dan McGuire, head coach in his 10th year, going to mark up another victory here this evening as a great way to start out the year 2000. So 28 more ticks of the clock, and let's see what happens here. 3rd down and 3, and I'm sure they'll go for it even if they don't get the first down here. They just want to do this for pride right now. As Ryan Peters fades back, and he's being attacked, and a short throw incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. One more chance to go, and I don't know, Coach, if they're even going to attempt to throw it. I guess maybe they will, or
yeah, they.
I guess they will. They'll give it one more Hail Mary pass down the field.
23
sure.
seconds on the clock for the Lancers, but that's not enough time.
No, that'd be kind of a miracle if they could get 3 scores in here in 23 seconds, although some weird things have happened.
Yes. Some things have. That's very true.
Oh, Ryan Peters may be the last snap of the evening as he fades back. 4th down. He's being rushed hard. It's out to an incomplete. And it'll be turned over to the Maroons here, and that'll end the game, as I'm sure they'll just sit on it here and run out the clock. So good win here as we wait for the final ticks of the clock to go down. 18 seconds to go as the offense comes back out onto the field, and the Moline Maroons start out the year 2000 with a victory. Well, I'm sure it was mass exodus there, as let's see who'll come out to come under center. It is Brent Anderson again.
It's kind of good to see him get some quarterback reps for being a junior, because like I said, Jay Moline is a senior this year, so he's got his last years here at Moline. This year he's got a lot of good prospects coming up for him for after his senior year, especially in baseball.
Oh, I'm sure he does, just like his brother, and I tell you, he's creating his own legacy here at Moline High School. And a lot of people have said he's even better than his older brother. He's certainly proving he's a great football player. As we come down to 3 seconds, 2-1, and that'll do it here this evening. The final score, the Moline Maroons 38, the Belleville East Lancers 14. Well, on behalf of the Sports Connection, the Internet Revealed, Jess Medina on camera, we'd like to thank Jim Hughes, Coach Jim Hughes, for helping me out greatly. Jim, I wouldn't have been able to do anything without you. And I'm Jim Sainsbury. Been a good game. What do you think?
It's been an excellent game. It's a great start for our Moline football program. Like I said, a lot of these boys have started since 5th grade, and you can see I can see a lot of development because I coach in the middle school level, and the competition that we do play, the level of intensity that these boys are going through and playing is great. So hey, I'm proud of each and every one of them as players. My son plays on the team as well. He'll be healthy by Monday. So, but hey, a great game to all the guys and the coaches that I'm part of. I'm proud to be part of it. So I thank you guys for asking me, but hopefully I was somewhat of help. I'm not used to this, but hey, it's kind of fun.
Wouldn't have been able to do it. Once again, the final score, Moline 38, East 14. And thank you for being with us here this evening. I'm Jim Sainsbury. Have a great week. Good night.